Continental Cup as well. It's a club who have become used to winning trophies at every level. The under-18s won their Premier League title last season and then won the national playoff to become national champions. The under-23s won the Premier League 2 crown. And of course, Pep Guardiola's first team won their Premier League title. Of course, the Carabao Cup as well last season. The women's team have now won the League Cup, the Continental Cup. And you know what, Nadim, I sometimes think that winning is infectious around the club, not just the first team, but it does sort of intersperse with everybody because they're all in one place. The training setup, the CFA, they're all in the same area.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. When you see, like I said before, it's always nice seeing City win. And I think for all the people that represent the football club, they wear the same shirts, they try and play in the same fashion, and you want to be involved in scenes like this where you're lifting trophies in whatever competition it is that you're competing in. And I think that's the mentality from not just the players, the staff, just everybody that likes to work for that is currently working for the football club. And I think that's why people aspire to come to the club and play for one of the teams, because it is about that. Like, you can't always guarantee success, but you can always strive for it. I think with the players, the staff, the infrastructure is built there now. That's the goal, and there's no surprise to me that you end up seeing that through the fruits of their labours across the years.
Now, same aim at the start of every season to try and lift at least one trophy, and the City players are going up one by one to take their medals from the podium. They go and form a celebratory party just behind the Continental Cup winners' sign. Those who didn't participate, unused substitutes, are all going up one after the other, picking up their winners' medals and then just walking along the line to go and join the others for what's going to be a photograph on so many publications and websites around the world. At the moment, the trophy is still sat on its podium. It's awaiting the arrival of Ellen White, the captain. First time she's won it as a City player. She won it 3 times while she was with Arsenal. But now she has just gathered the trophy, and she's going to go right to the middle of that throng of City players who are all waiting for her to raise it aloft. And she does it. The fireworks explode, the streamers go up into the sky, and the jubilation is tangible. They've come from behind to beat Chelsea. 9 games in a row they failed to beat today's opponents, and when they fell behind, you began to fear. But this is a side of enormous personality, of incredible self-belief. No one's ever doubted their talent, despite the injuries that have beset them throughout this campaign. The latest of which has seen their captain and leader Steph Houghton turn up today on crutches. Despite all the setbacks, they continue to do what they do best, to believe in the processes that Gareth Taylor works on with them, and to just persevere. They've had to do this the hard way. They've gone through the group stages against Everton, Durham, Manchester United and Leicester. They beat Bristol City and Spurs in the knockout rounds. And today, they have completed their journey by beating Chelsea by 3-1. It was the competition which first launched City in many, many ways when they reformed, when they won it in 2014. And today, the bookend is complete by them winning it again in 2022. City are the Continental Cup winners.
Where did that one get away from you in the second half?
You know what, I think we didn't
Welcome back to Matchday Live. And wow, what a second half. City did it. They came back from 1-0 down at half-time to win the Continental Cup. Now, we said at half-time, hopefully when you saw us again after the game, we'd be discussing at least 2 City goals. And we certainly are. We have 3 to talk about. Nader Manua is still with me here in the studio.
My helicopter's been so busy back and forth between the stadium and here, but I've just about made it back.
What a game to be commentating on there.
Yeah, that's my first proper one for City, and it was great to see. I think that second half, I thought it was fantastic, not only for how well they played, but also the way that ended up stifling Chelsea. And once it went to 2, and then that third went in, you're thinking Chelsea needs to find something, but they just couldn't because of how well they played. And I was so impressed by some of the ability on the field, their understanding of the game, but then that tenacity as well that we all love to see. And for it to finish, you know, with City lifting a trophy, it always looks good when that Blue's up there on the podium.
What happened at half-time, do you think? What did Gareth Taylor say to them?
Well, let me throw you behind the curtain here. What managers say at half-time doesn't always tend to be significant, because at the end of the day, when they say it, you actually go and play again 10, 15 minutes later, and you kind of forget what they've said. But the key, I thought, in the second half was that early goal. I think from the moment that happens, it was a sucker punch to Chelsea, because now they have to react, because everything's changed. They go into half-time thinking, we've got a 1-0 lead. Come on, girls, we can deal with this. We can do whatever. Then all of a sudden it's 1-1. But that wasn't the mentality you had literally just minutes prior. So they have to readapt and just change, or adapt and change their style of playing. It didn't suit them. And for City, that goal just showed that they're capable of winning the game, which is why they found the second, which is why they found the third, and a ton of other chances as well.
So the goal comes 5 minutes into the second half, like you say. What an ideal time to be scoring. Stanway crosses it to Caroline Weir. We spoke about her before the game. We spoke about the worldie goals that she scored. She loves a big occasion, doesn't she?
Oh, lives for it, absolutely lives for it. But I think what I loved about it was the ball from Georgia as well, because she had an overlap, I think it was from Rasso, just to the outside of her. But she's seen that Caroline's bursting into the box, and she's found space and laid a beautiful ball to her, took a nice first touch. And I think the goalkeeper will be perhaps a bit disappointed in terms of how she tried to deal with it. But that's the way that sometimes you come up against teams. They don't just like hoof balls into the box, they pick you apart. And that's exactly what that goal was, and what a big moment that was.
So that's 5 minutes into the second half. Then it's 1-1, and as you say, the game plan for Chelsea starts changing. The momentum starts moving more towards City. Then 6 or 7 minutes later, Ellie Roebuck makes a brilliant save to keep City in the game. Then to keep the draw on, and I'm sure she was so thrilled to make up for that error from the first half. It was a great save, wasn't it?
It was a really, really good save. I think the positive for City was the fact that somebody was having to have a shot from outside the box, but still she managed to step up and save in that moment. And to be honest, looking back at the second half, I don't think she had another shot to save, I don't believe. But still, you need your players to step up in those big moments. Yes, you may have been quiet for a period of time, but you need to be ready to make that sort of intervention, and she did do that. And I think it was a bit of a realization for Chelsea that maybe this is how they're going to have to potentially be scoring from that sort of distance. And if that's going to be the case, the odds are never really going to be in your favour. But fair play to her, because it was a very big and important save.
Look at them there with the trophy.
I love a bit of that. I told you that blue and trophies, it just goes nicely, you know.
It's beautiful. I think, you know, hopefully it won't be the only ribbons we're seeing this year, but I love seeing them. Now, I highlight that save as well. I think it's especially relevant because a minute later, City go straight up the other end and get the second goal, and it comes from the legend Ellen White. Talk us through that one, Naden.
So with this one, I think I said it at half-time, that I'd like Lauren Hemp to get on the ball more, to be more attacking in terms of what she was doing. And she managed to get the ball, and she took it to 2-3 players. And what I like when she gets like that with that head of steam is, as a defender, you don't want people to do that. You want people to run like away from your goal. But when she's coming straight at you, it's very tough. And she always finishes it with a shot, a cross, or some sort of positive action. And so when I think she had a shot and the keeper just tipped it, the one place you can't tip it is to the feet of Ellen White, the Ellen White. So, yeah, it was another very, very big goal for them.
Yeah, exactly. You feel for the keeper who's getting the fingers to it, and then you're thinking, not her, no, for goodness sake, not this again, And at that point, City have taken the lead, and then I'm starting to think, oh my goodness, we're doing it. The confidence is growing, and then in the 69th minute, Caroline Weir steps up with another worldie to add to the ever-growing list of worldie strikes that she has. Top of the net for that one, Adam.
Top of the net, top corner, everything that works. To be able to take a volley on like that, when she was coming at speed as well, because she sort of sensed she needed to get to that point. But that's an incredible finish. And again, it's another big moment. She's got this sense of being able to sniff out where the ball's going to be dropping. And I think it was a Chelsea player that sort of flicked it towards her. And I think it was a great corner before that, and Lucy Bronze tried to hit it across. But to have a play like that there when the ball drops, it's exactly what you need. I think she's the only person in that team with that sort of technique to be able to do that. So to have her there, she can sense it. And what a difference it makes when you've got that on your side.
She picks up the Man of the Match, Woman of the Match award, Player of the Match award as well. Was she your Player of the Match?
I don't want to sound hostile. Because I sound like, he's a defender, blah, blah, blah. Like, goals do matter.
Defenders Union.
Goals do matter. Goals really matter, obviously. That seems like a really obvious thing to say, but I don't necessarily mean that it makes you the best player in the game. Because I thought she was very good, but I thought the midfield three was very good overall. I thought Keira Walsh, which is a name we might mention later, I thought she was fantastic. I thought the two centre-backs were brilliant. Lucy Bronze basically stifled any threat down that side. And I think the front three did really well, especially in that second half. So it's hard to sort of pick out one person in particular. But in fairness, I think the person who impressed me the most was Keira Walsh, actually. I really enjoyed her performance today.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Well, Ellen White, the scorer of the second goal today, is now on the pitch giving us her thoughts about City's Continental Cup victory.
Ellen, what a win. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Amazing. What a turnaround from the first half. Super proud of everyone, and the fans are amazing. So, we're delighted.
What was said at half-time?
That's a good question. Do you know what? I think, we all knew what we needed to do a bit better, and we just turned it around. And credit to all the players. We really dug in deep, and when we got the first one, the second one came, the third one, and Caroline Weir's pretty good, isn't she? So the whole team were so good, and I thought that we really the last 15-20, I thought we were really great as well.
You're not so bad yourself.
I'm all right.
You took your goal well, and you could see how much you enjoyed that one for sure.
I think, scoring for City in front of the fans is always a dream for me. So, and to help the team win.
And the fans who have travelled a long way, and it's, very, very close to Chelsea's home ground. So how much of an impact did they have tonight?
Massive. They were so loud, and we wanted to do it for them, make them proud, and obviously we wanted to win this trophy for the club and for us as well. We've worked really hard for this, and our family and friends come in, but we're so pleased the fans turned out for us, and we're really honoured they were here.
Amazing. On to the next one.
Definitely, yeah.
See you later.
Ellen White with her winner's medal around her neck there, getting the second goal in today's victory in the Continental Cup. Ellen White stepping up as captain as well, of course, while Steph Houghton is injured. And what I loved at the pictures there, you could see when they were celebrating, was that all those players that are part of the squad but injured currently, getting involved there in the celebration, getting involved in the huddle. I think that really shows the team spirit and the mentality that they have.
Yes, it sure does. And I think it's the realisation that it's not just an 11. It's a collective. Even the people that don't play, they train very hard. The people who don't even get the chance to train, they're offering motivation and insight and stuff. So it's a whole team effort, even the staff as well. I think that's the beauty of, say, City and this female, the women's team as well, is that it's all about the collective. And once you're there, you have to be a part of that. And it's no surprise, even though they have the sort of technical ability and all that stuff, they have this sense of togetherness, which makes you want to be a part of it. And success usually follows.
For all the England fans watching as well, obviously the Euros coming up this summer, I'm sure they're thrilled to see Hemp to White for that second goal. You'll be hoping to see that in the summer as well, Naden.
Absolutely. I'm going to try and watch as many games as humanly possible, so expect to see that helicopter flying around the place as well,
Got to get yourself to Old Trafford, though, that's the only thing.
Last time I went there, they lost, so long may that continue.
We now have today's player of the match. It is, of course, Scotland's Caroline Weir.
Caroline Weir, I bow down to your expert. How does it feel, Continental Cup champion?
Yeah, it feels great. I think it was a top performance in the end. Second half we came out, showed what we're all about, got 3 goals, and I thought we deserved the win, so delighted to come away with the trophy. And hopefully we can push on from here and get another one.
Not bad. Took your goals well.
Not the first one. Well, I think. Well, I'll take it. I think the team played so well. Obviously, found myself in the right positions. G played a great ball to me for the first one, and then it fell to me in the box for the second one. So yeah, delighted again to score. But the most important thing was getting the win, and I think we had a convincing performance. I think we struggled a little bit to start in the first half, but regrouped in the second half.
And getting that goal early in the second half just gave you the impetus, isn't it, to go on from there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we took confidence from that early goal, and I think physically we were on top as well, especially as the game went on. So yeah, delighted with that. And I thought across the team, I think we defended well as well towards the end, and I think the whole team put in good performances.
And amazing celebrations in front of the fans here as well. What does it mean for them to have come down and seen this tonight?
Yeah, it's great. It means so much to us as players, especially in a stadium like this, and it was sold out. We really needed their support, and obviously still here with us just now, and we can't thank them enough. So it made it all the more special.
And on to the next one now.
Yeah, we've got a really busy calendar for March, so big game after big game, and we go back to the league next week, and hopefully we can kick on in that as well.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Cass.
Caroline Weir thanking the fans, and we thank you, Caroline, for those 2 goals today. She mentions the amount of games that we have coming up now in March and April. What a brilliant time for us to be hitting this form and to have this trophy to really add that added positive momentum carrying on now. Still in the FA Cup, still challenging for the Champions League place in the league as well, Aidan.
Yeah, for sure. I think, as I say, we keep referencing back to the start of the season, but it did seem particularly bleak. But now there's a huge sense of positivity. And you have a trophy as you carry on through the end of the season to say, like, we have something here. We've definitely got something on the roll. There's no guarantee that success is going to be there, but the feel-good factor feels like it's back. And I think when you have that with the ability that they have, they're going to be a very dangerous side between now and the end of the season.
Yeah, it really does. Success breeds success.
Exactly,
we love that. We now have a chance to hear from our captain. She might be injured, but she still has a huge presence on this squad. It is, of course, Steph Houghton.
Continental Cup Champions once again. How does it feel?
Yeah, I think, unbelievable feeling. I think, obviously, this one's a special trophy for us, but today the girls were absolutely fantastic. I think watching from the side, especially second half, that showed what we're about. And, I think we were very clinical in front of goal, but in terms of work rate, effort and intensity, you can't fault us today, and that's why we won the trophy.
We talked in the week about having that belief and really going out and giving it everything, and they certainly did that tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think first half, it just the first 20 minutes was all, both teams were nervous, both teams were kind of trying to figure each other out, but I think overall we showed our quality today, and I think that little bit extra belief, but also the togetherness and the work rate, we stuck to the process, and look, when we do that, we are, if not one of the best teams in this league.
And we talked about how much it was deserved after the way the squad really pulled together, the way the season's gone as well.
Yeah, I think hopefully this kind of shuts a few people up, to be honest. I think to have another trophy, to continue to win one trophy every season is what we're about at this club, and hopefully we'll get another one in the next coming months.
What were you most impressed with tonight?
I think just the fans, for one. But I think for me we actually showed our quality, and look, when we go forward, in the pace that we have, and the finishes, like Kaz's finish was unbelievable for the first goal, just showed what we're about. So I think, I'm very proud standing here tonight, and hopefully we can celebrate that later.
And on to the next one.
On to the next one.
Thank you to Caroline and to Steph. It's just brilliant to see Steph down there, a big part of the squad. Obviously, our captain, our leading appearance, 209 appearances for City, Steph has now. Now, we're keeping Caroline busy down there. She's managed to grab a hold of our manager, Gareth Taylor.
Gareth, congratulations, Continental Cup Champions. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great. A little bit surreal because things didn't look good at half-time. Particularly more so in the way we were playing. We were struggling a little bit in our build-up play. And we spoke and tweaked a few things at half-time, and the girls were amazing second half. That performance just was incredible in terms of technically, tactically, and also physically. I thought we would just stepped up so many levels.
I asked you the same at United last week. What did you say at half-time?
Everyone keeps thinking I've got this fantastic speech at half-time. It's not that. I stay calm. I think even when you're having difficult moments, the last thing they need is for me to be erratic and all over the place. And we spoke about a few little tweaks here and there. We spoke about the things we did quite well. But we also spoke about that we will get stronger and we will be more physical than them in the second half. And I think that was really apparent.
And all week long, the big word was belief. Believing that we could beat them and believing that we could come back and beat them, and we did that tonight.
Yeah, it's easy to use the word belief, and I'm saying to the players about belief, and Steph's used the word a lot this week. And sometimes when you haven't been successful against this team this season, it's hard to find that belief. But I just thought the way the girls attacked the game in the second half and really took it by the scruff of the neck was amazing.
And that quality shone through, Georgia Stanway's cross, and then Caroline Weir, well, we talk a lot about her anyway, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, there were so many moments, but everyone's energy levels went up, and, we arguably could have scored more goals, and where we were trying to be a bit more pragmatic and potentially see the game out and manage it. I thought they did that quite well, but they looked hungry to go and score more goals, which was great.
And with the celebrations, you could really see exactly what it meant for this squad.
Yeah, it's massive, I think we're at a big club, and I know what it means to play for this club, and I know what it means to work at this club, and how important it is for us to be successful. And, this is great in a difficult season, but now we're finding our feet, and, just watch us go when we get that continuity and get more players back.
And is it deserved reward for the way the players have handled this season as well?
Definitely, yeah, definitely, because you're moving in the right direction, and you want something to kind of clarify that for you, if you like, and winning a trophy this evening is great.
You can hear the fans there. It's a long way for them to come, but they were fantastic as well tonight, weren't they?
Super, great support, great atmosphere tonight, and we're sending them home happy, which is nice.
And one trophy down, more to come?
More to come for sure, yeah, that's the objective, we keep going.
Brilliant, thank you, Gareth.
Thanks,
Congratulations to Gareth there and to the whole team. I think they all need to go in and get warmed up now. And Caroline and our cameraman and everybody that's working down in that freezing London this evening. Congratulations to you all. We're just absolutely thrilled, Nadem. You could hear the crowd still singing in the background there. Word on the fans. They've travelled a long way today. They made a lot of noise. This one's for them.
Yeah, 100%. And they've made a huge difference. I think especially when you're attacking that end, why would the belief not be there when they believe that it's going to happen? They're cheering you on, and to be able to share that moment, to be scoring those goals in there, and to be winning the game and celebrating there, it's fantastic. You don't like to lose in just an empty stadium and stuff like that. So to see those fans who've come down all that way, absolutely fantastic.
And it is the big city weekend in Nadem, and Saturday has gone as well as it possibly could. The under-18s
We're on a roll.
Right.
Yeah.
So 5-1 this morning for the under-18s, 3-1 for the women this evening. Pretty perfect Saturday for us.
I'll take it all day long.
Let's hope tomorrow maybe, should we say 4-1, and we'll just take the 3-4-5-1?
As long as if they score one, as long as it's more than their one, then I'll take anything. That's the key.
We'll take it. Right, we're going to have a little look now at Cryptic City. Now, this is a bit of a clue for you, but I wonder if Nadem had lined up his player of the match according to Cryptic City, or if that's just coincidence.
Maybe some people still don't know the answer, but yeah, let's see.
If you don't, we'll have a little look now. This is your last chance. You have a look at the 4 pictures, say what you see, put them together, and get the name of a current or former Manchester City player. You can always send in your guesses. You can always contact us using the hashtag ManCity. Right, Nadem, explain it to us.
So I'm thinking keys for the first one, G major, all that stuff. You then said, what was it?
That is Shearer. She is my childhood hero.
Okay, and then the third one, in case you missed it, there's a wall there. And then somebody's trying to tell me to shh. So Kira Walsh, the best player in the game today. Kira
Walsh, Nadem's player of the match, was today's Cryptic City. Let's have a look.
Oh, simply lovely.
There we go.
She was very, very good. She was very, very good. When she retires in the future, I'd happily bring her to my five-a-side team. How about that?
Oh, really? What? You're going to let her play at Power League?
We've got a separate league. We've got like a sort of like off the radar type thing, but I'd love to play with somebody like that. The way she moves the ball, like the tenacity, range of passing, 100%. I'm all in.
I get a bit obsessed with Nadem's five-side team that he plays with Jolie.
Hey, if you know, you know. It's one of those ones, unfortunately. Yeah.
If you know, you know. Nadem, thank you so much for joining us today. We've worked Nadem hard today. In fact, he's not even had a toilet break or a lunch break or a snack or anything. So, Nadem, thank you very much.
Anything for the cause, guys. Anything for the cause.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure. And thank you all for joining us on Match Day Live. Day one of the big City weekender is complete. And what a day it has been. We have our hands on our first piece of silverware this season. The blue and white ribbons are on the Continental Cup. Congratulations to Manchester City women. We'll see you tomorrow for Sunday, the Manchester Derby. I'll be in the studio joined by Darius Vassell and David James. We'll see you then.
Welcome to Manchester on its noisiest day.
City face United in a game which resonates with history and tradition.
Finally through Pierce's red. Wonderful, wonderful goal. Sergio Aguero, that's brilliant.
Oh, he's done brilliantly. What a wonderful goal.
City.
What we want now is a bit of passion about it. What a few tackles flying in. Bernardo Silva picks it 2-0 in the derby.
You just don't know what is next.